see them now. Okay, so let's start with the noun. Okay guys, so noun means name of anything. As you can see, this name of anything. Noun can be living thing, it can be non-living thing, and it can be abstract as well. Okay, so first we'll discuss about the living thing. Okay, living noun means the noun like man, woman, bird, student, ladies, or anything that is living, we are going to call that as a living noun. Okay, and non-living noun are those things which are non-living. For example, whichever the objects we are able to see. For example, right now I am teaching you and sharing the screen on the laptop. So laptop is the non-living thing. Then mouse is there, our mobile phone is there, right? Then stone, bench, window, door, everything. These are non-living nouns. And lastly, abstract. Abstract nouns would be like those are not living and not the non-living thing. Okay, so those are only abstract. Those can be happiness, laughter, beauty, and the agreement. Okay. For example, if you have given a task to find out the noun in the sentence, how you are going to find out? Now you know noun means name of anything. For example, I take an example that I am watching a movie on television, right? I am watching a movie on television. Then what is this, guys? What the noun are there in this whole sentence, right? So television is there as it is non-living. So television, I am watching a movie, right? Movie is also noun. Okay, so this kind of word would be there. This kind of real-time examples would be there. For example, if you want to find out the nouns in the sentences, he is playing a cricket. Now he is the living thing, right? So the noun in the sentence is he. Okay, then we are going to learn in detail. For example, Ram is eating an apple, right? Ram is eating an apple. So Ram is the noun, then correct? Apple is also noun. This kind of things we would be discussing. You can use in daily life. Now you can find out which sentences you are going to form and how to find out the nouns amongst those sentences. Okay, so clear है सबको? Then we'll go ahead. Okay, pronoun. Now we would be discussing about the pronoun instead of noun. See the very smallest definition I have written down, that is instead of noun, whichever word we are going to use instead of noun, that would be pronoun. Okay, that would be pronoun. Okay, so let's see. If city is noun, okay, city is noun, then what pronoun we could use for city? Then it. For example, Mumbai is smart city, right? Then if I am already living in Mumbai, then I would say it is a smart city, right? It is good city to live, right? For example, I am working in Pune, right? I am working in Pune city, right? So now you can see here I have used the noun, and if I want to use the pronoun for the same, then I can use I am working here. It is in Pune, okay? Like this. For the noun, you are using the pronoun, right? The pronoun is it, okay? Now, next example is boy. If boy is there, what kind of pronoun you can use for the boy? You can use he, his, or him. Okay, for example, he is my good friend, right? His mother is my mother's best friend, right? As you can see this, okay? This is how the pronoun is used in the sentences. Okay, then I ask him about the party, right? I ask him about the movie. Like this, you can see I have used this different kind of pronouns in the different sentences. Likewise, you should be using this in your daily life, okay? So he, his, and him are used for the noun, that is boy, okay? What if the noun is girl, okay? For girl, which kind of pronoun we use? We use she. Instead of question mark, what would be there? You guys are going to tell me. For girl, it is she. That is, she is a clever girl, right? She is writing a poem, right? Like this kind of sentences you can form with the help of pronoun. Okay, so this pronoun is used for the noun, that is girl. Okay, so what would come here instead of question mark? Instead of question mark, it would be her. Okay, right? For example, her mom is my mother's best friend, right? This kind of sentences you could be used. Okay. Then boy and girl. If the noun is boy and girl, then which kind of pronoun you can use for the boy and girl? Here both of the nouns are combined. Means here it is the plural, you can say, right? More than one. Okay. So we can be used, like we are going to use they, their, and them. Okay. For example, they are playing hide and seek, right? This way you can use the pronoun. Now you guys have to write the sentences for their and them. Okay, so this is your task, that you are going to write the sentences using this pronoun. Okay, now let's go ahead. If the noun is man, what kind of pronoun you can use? You can use he and his, right? He is playing, right? His mom is calling me, like this. Okay, so this kind of pronoun you can use, this kind of sentences you can create on daily life, you can use in your daily routine. For example, whatever the example you can take. For example, you are in the office, you want to call his mother, then you are going to call this, that I have called his mother regarding his health. For example, he is absent to the work, right? Okay, this kind of words you can use, this kind of sentences you can form if you are clear with this, that now what is noun and what is pronoun and how to use it. Okay, so let's go and see about adjective. Okay, so we are going to see what the adjective is. Okay, so adjective means adding more about noun, right? Adjective means adding more about noun. We are going to add more to the noun. Whatever the noun would be there, we are going to add little bit more to that noun. So what is that? We are going to see it practically. For example, noun is bird, right? Bird is noun. So adjective for bird could be a little bird. Now you can see I have written the word little, right? So this little is the adjective used for this noun. Okay, I'm adding more to this noun, that is little, right? So this kind of adjective you can do. For example, a little bird, a beautiful bird, a big bird, a colorful bird, right? A colorful peacock it is, right? We said this kind of word, right? So in daily life we can use this, right? If the noun is dog, okay? If the noun is dog, what is adjective for the dog? A loyal dog, right? A loyal dog, a pet dog. You can use any adjective which is suitable for that particular noun. Okay, so this kind of word you should use, this kind of sentences you should use in your daily culture, in your daily routine. Okay, then only you would be able to talk in English. If you are good in this basics, right? If your basics are not clear, then it would be a little bit difficult for you guys to clear, right? Then man. For man, which kind of adjective we can use? We can use a greedy man, a smart man, a handsome man, anything. Okay. So city, a dirty city, a smart city, a big city, a small city, a beautiful city, anything, whatever the word I am using, right? So those all words are the adjective used for the cities, right? City. Now scenery, a beautiful scenery. Now you can see the adjective is beautiful. Okay. Now what would be the adjective come for these all words? You guys have to write it down. Okay, and let me know in tomorrow's session. Okay, what is book, what the adjective would come for the book, what the adjective for the uniform and the interview and the boy. I would give you the hint for the interview. For example, a tough interview, right? A quick interview. So like this, these are some adjectives used for the noun, that is adjective, that is interview. Okay, now let's go ahead. So I have written here more examples to solve, right? You guys have to solve all these examples and let me know. I just wanted to see whether your concept is clear or not. Okay, I am trying to teach you in very simplest manner. Okay, so verb. What is verb? Verb means action. whichever word in the whole sentence is going to show you the action, so that is called as verb. Okay, उसको क्या बोलते हैं हम? Verb. So that is fell, make, check, run, give, ask, play. Okay, close, open, anything, cut, whatever. For example, I will give you an example for this verb. I am watching a cricket. Okay, I am watching a cricket. So you can see this watching, that is the action, no? So that is verb in this particular sentence. Now I taught you, right? I have already taught you this lesson, right? Taught, this is the third. What is this? Teach, taught, taught. Okay, so this is the third form of the verb. So yes, taught. So this is also the action. Okay, teaching is the main verb of it. So this is also the action. That is why this is the verb in the particular sentence. So this is how you should write, like 10 number of, you should take 10 number of verbs which are non-common, right? Non-common, and then you have to write the sentences of those verbs. Okay, so this is how you could practice for the English. Now let's go ahead. Adverb. We'll discuss about adverb. Okay, adverb means adding more about verb. Okay, adding more about verb. And adjective means adding more of noun, right? Adding more to the noun. Okay, so this is adding more to the verb. For example, write is the verb, then what you are going to add more for that verb? That neatly, slowly. Okay, so these all are adverbs, right, which are adding more to this verb, that is write. Write, but how you are going to write? Neatly. How you are going to write? Slowly. So these are the adverbs used for the verb write. Okay, similarly we are going to see for the play. If play is the verb, adverb would be play well. Okay, play good. Okay, then ask loudly, ask slowly. Run fast, so fast is adverb. Jump quickly. Okay, now solve the puzzle bravely. Okay, now you can see most of the adverbs are ending with ly, but it is not with the all case, but mostly the adverb will be ending with ly, but it is not with this, not with this. Okay, so I am talking about mostly. Okay, not all the adverbs are going to end with ly. Now what adverb would be there for the verb come? Now you guys have to tell me that what adverb I should use for the verb come. Okay, write it in your notes, let me know. Okay, now we are going to see preposition. What the preposition is? As you can see, the name itself is indicating prepositions. It would be showing us the position of any object. That is why we are calling it preposition. Okay, so in, okay, in the cupboard, right? On the table, right? I have kept my book on the table. This is how you are going to create the sentences for each and every term. Okay, up the sky, right? Above, right? Over, okay? Below, under, up to, okay? Near, beside. So this kind of preposition we are going to use in the sentences, right? For example, I am sitting on the chair, right? My laptop is on the table, right? My legs are under the table. Okay, so like this you are going to use the prepositions, and you have to create the sentences using this all terms. Okay, now let's discuss about conjunctions. What is conjunction? Conjunction is a word used to join two words, two phrases, and two sentences. Okay, with the help of conjunction we can join any of these. It would get clear once we see the examples. Okay, let's see. He and she are clever. Now see, the conjunction is used in this sentence is and which is used to join two words, that is he and she. Okay, now they played well but they lost. Now you can see They played well. This is one complete sentence. And they lost. This is also sentence. Okay. So we are using but to join two different sentences. Okay. Now he wants what he sees. Right. He wants what he sees. So here we are connecting two different phrases with the help of what. Okay. If you come here, you can do this. Okay. If you come here, you can do this. If I read this sentence without if, okay, you come here, you can do this. Okay, it is, you can see there is no meaning to this particular sentence if I am not using this conjunction. So yes, the conjunction could be anywhere, not only in the middle, it could be at the starting of the sentences as well, right? If you come here, you can do this. Okay, so if is also conjunction. Now you have to tell me guys that which conjunction we are going to use for this remaining sentences. Okay, read the sentences and try to put like many of the words, many of the conjunctions over here and see which is suitable for the particular sentences. Okay, for example, he will pass. What if I use what here? He will pass what we study hard. Will it complete this sentence? No. So we will pass. And we study hard? No, it is also not matching. Then we will pass if we study hard, right? So this is the perfect, right? So this is how you should see by putting the multiple things over there, by putting multiple conjunctions. Okay, so let's go ahead. We are discussing more about interjection. What is interjection, guys? Interjection means expression of feelings, where we are going to express the feelings. For example, one of your friend got the highest marks in the exam. Then what we say to him? Bravo, bro, right? Bravo. So this is the interjection whenever we are expressing the feeling towards that. Okay, some like if your friend near to you just got some small accident, then what you do? I say like whatever the expression comes just after the action, so that would be the interjection. Okay, hooray, oh, bravo, many more interjections are there. Now this is the task to you guys to solve this complete sentence. Whatever the things I have taught you in this session, that is very much helpful to clear this assignment. This is the single line assignment given to you, that read the sentence, write which word is showing what. For example, what is cruel, what is king, okay, what is with. You have to read whole sentence, analyze it and write down it, whatever it is. For example, I will give you the hint, right? A cruel king, okay? A cruel king. Cruel and king, okay? So we are adding more to the noun. What is noun here? King. We are talking about king. So noun is king, okay? Then cruel is adjective, okay? Now you have to complete the remaining sentence. Write down which word is showing what term, okay? So this is all about the noun, adjective, whatever the things we have discussed. Let's revise quickly in single line, okay? Now we have come to the very first line now. Noun. What is the meaning of noun, guys? Name of anything. What is pronoun? Whichever word we are going to use instead of noun. What is adjective? We are adding more to the noun. Okay. Let's discuss verb, adverb and preposition. Okay, verb. What is verb? Right? What is verb? The word which is showing us the action. Preposition. Okay, then adverb, telling more about verb. Okay, conjunction. Conjunction means a word which is used to join two different words, sentences and phrases. Interjection. This is what? The expression of feelings, right? So we have revised all the things, we have discussed all the things, that is parts of speech in English. Now you all guys have to revise these notes and write it down the assignments whichever I have given to you, and fill this words where I have written the question mark, right? So I would get to know about how you are getting the things or not. Okay, so that's all about this. We are going to continue in tomorrow's session. Thank you, guys.